Next to me here, I actually have 27 pieces of thrifted clothing that I plan to resell on POSHMARK, Mercari, eBay. Whichever one hits first, I will let it go. The reason why I have clothing here to resell is because my full-time job is actually in education. You know, educators don't make the most amount of money. I also absolutely love to travel, so thrifting and reselling clothes kind of makes up for that and allows me to travel. Now, I didn't get these clothes in a traditional Goodwill thrifting sense. I actually got these from a ThredUP rescue box. So I did already go through the rescue box. It was a 50-pound rescue box that I got from a big 200-pound, so it was just one of the boxes. This is what I came out to sell that I think that I might be able to get at least $20 for each piece. The other items I still have, but I'm either going to take them to Plato's Closet. I also have one of my coworkers who has asked me to look out for some clothes for them. So I put some clothes aside for them to kind of look through and see if it's anything they want. Other than that, if it doesn't work out, I might just go ahead and donate the rest of the clothes as well. But I do want to go ahead and share with you what I am planning to list. This first piece is a brand called Inamorata, I think is how you pronounce it. I had never heard of it. That's the beauty of these ThredUP rescue boxes. It is a swim company. This is a sheer cover up. It is in a size small. I do already have this one listed up. I do think that I'm going to get at least the $20 mark on that one. This one, to be completely honest, if it doesn't sell, I wouldn't be mad about it. I will keep it for myself. So this one, I might get the $20 for it, but it didn't have any harm in listing it because I do plan to wear it. I have no shame in my game. I do wear the clothes that are in my closet that are already worn if I like them. This jacket, for instance, is in my closet right now, and I'm wearing it now. I have no shame in that. But this is a J. Crew. It might go for the $20, but say I get a couple of uses out of it and it only sells for $10. It's still worth it to me. And it's something that I'm keeping anyways, so I might as well go ahead and list it and try to make some money off of it as well. This one is Joie. Now, Joie used to be a really, really big brand that resellers would look out for, but people don't look out for it all that much anymore. But this one was new with tags. It was something like $468 originally. I don't know how to get that to show up. I gotta work on that focus there, but one of these days I will get that down. Yeah, this one had tags on it, and it's just like a work dress. This next piece has a lot of interest on it already. I've only had it listed for a couple of hours. I am curious to see how high it bids up on eBay. I do put everything on an auction on eBay just because I am kind of okay with taking quick money, because my cost of goods on these pieces were about $3, and this one might go somewhere in the $150 range. So I'm okay with, you know, letting the market decide how much items go for, and I know I'm only going to keep them for 7 days because that's as long as the auction is. But this one is Tucker Nuck is the brand there. It is a quilted navy kind of mock neck turtleneck. It does have the tag still on it. The size with this is medium large. I realized that this brand has just like the mixed sizing. So what I did is I listed it as medium large in the title, but then in the actual size I put either medium or large. I can't remember what I did. I think maybe I put large because it seems like more of a large to me, but kind of worked out because I don't like to put custom sizing on things just because the search, it becomes a little bit difficult. So yeah, maybe if you're used to that brand, you know that they come in medium, large, or the double sizing like that. But if you're not familiar with that brand and you're just wanting to get a piece because it seems interesting, you're going to be looking for a specific size. That's my reasoning, at least. It hasn't failed me yet. This one is a little bit worn, but I did go ahead and list it anyways. It is Vineyard Vines. It is the Susie Fit Polo in a size medium. So I was thinking, you know, very Barbie core. People might go for it, but it is a little bit worn around the collar. I don't know if you can see that, but if you take a quick shaver to that, I might even take a shaver to that as well. I actually have a sweater shaver that I started off reselling with because I thought it was the cool thing to do. And I was going with this little motorized shaver, which I'll see if I can find it really quick because I'm right next to my listing station. Yes, so when I first started reselling, I of course was watching a whole bunch of YouTube videos trying to learn all about it, and I got this sweater shaver. It was one that was suggested to me. Somebody did make some affiliate commission off of it. I don't remember who I got it from, but it was from Amazon. You know, it's just a little motorized. You hear the sound there, you just kind of press it against it like that, and it's supposed to clean things up. However, I quickly learned that just a little razor does the same thing or even better. So my significant other's family actually stuffs our razor, or our, not razors, what am I trying to say here? Our stockings for Christmas with disposable razors, but I did get laser hair removal, so I never had any use for these. These come in handy when I just want to go ahead and literally shave a piece of clothing. Now you would think like, oh, it would kind of strip it, but it doesn't really. Just like your clothes, it's very, or your legs, it's very gentle, and it shaves it right off. So I just wanted to mention that if you are new getting into reselling and you have some disposable razors, I think they do better than an actual sweater shaver, whatever you want to call these things. This next piece I was actually super excited to see in a ThredUP rescue box. I have never seen new with tags Spanx come, or not Spanx, yes, Spanx. I almost said Skims, like sometimes they're interchangeable in my mind, even though they are most definitely not. Spanx came up first, and then Skims kind of took over the game, but Spanx are still relevant, that's for sure. But I was surprised to see Spanx come up in a ThredUP rescue box with the tag on it. So these were $84 originally. It is a slip for a dress. So it has no, what do you want to call it? It's not like shorts. And I hate shorts because they, like, you think they're super cute in theory, but then the shorts like dig into your thighs and then it looks even worse. So if this was in my size, I probably honestly would have kept it for myself, but it's not, so somebody else is going to get some use out of it. This is already on my POSHMARK. I think I have it for like 60 something, and there's already been some interest on it. So hopefully this will sell soon. Now this piece I didn't keep because of the brand, because the brand is Anne Klein. Not super exciting, but I don't know if you can see there is 100% genuine leather. So I did go ahead and keep that based on the fact that it is genuine leather. It also happens to be in my size, and like I said, I'll wear it a couple of times. It does have super cute detailing along the way, so I like it. I think it's cute, and genuine leather tends to do well. Sorry if my color keeps going in and out. I can't figure out the settings on this camera. I did get a Nikon Z30, I don't know when it was, in January I think, but I broke my computer, so I've been just going off of my phone for a couple of months, and I haven't messed with my camera in quite some time. I actually, because my computer broke, I haven't been able to use Prime Lister in a while, and I just got it back and realized how much I absolutely missed it. I have made so many sales because I have been relisting and relisting and relisting like crazy. If you didn't know, with Prime Lister you can relist before, I think, the 60 days. I think Poshmark is 60 days. before you can relist without it being like seen as the same listing. With Prime Lister, you can do it an hour later and it wouldn't matter. They also do Mercari too. So past couple of days when I've got my computer back, I have been going crazy with relisting items. If you haven't relisted your items in a while, whether you're using Prime Lister or doing it manually, I highly suggest you do, because sales have been crazy. Like, I think I made 11 sales yesterday, and before I made like, I don't know, 2 sales every couple of days, so it matters. This next piece is Aiden Maddox, which is, I don't know, a wedding bridesmaids brand. And here lately, I know a lot of people have been selling bridesmaids dresses lately because it is wedding season. So this is a nice little beading on the top. It's got like a cross back, and then it's just all the way down. Now this one does have a little bit of wearing on the bottom. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. But it does have wearing from dragging on the bottom. I did not try to clean this up by any means. I just listed it as is. And again, my goal is to get at least the $20 mark. I think this was originally, I don't know, somewhere around $300, $400. So if I get at least $20 for it, knowing that, you know, the person buying it is going to get a good deal, they might have to dry clean. Maybe they're planning on having it anyways. For my sister's wedding, I didn't have a long dress like this. I don't remember what the brand was, but anyways, it was dragging like crazy, and I didn't attempt to clean it up at all in any way. I listed it as is, and the person said they were planning on hemming it to be a short dress anyway, so I would have wasted my time, my money, getting dry cleaned and things like that had I done that with this one. Now this piece did not have a size attached to it. If you didn't know what these ThredUP rescue boxes or ThredUP in general, they don't take pieces that don't have a size tag attached to them. So they might be in the best condition ever, but there's no size on the clothing, they don't accept them, and that's how they end up in ThredUP rescue boxes. This though is an Adidas sports bra. I measured it at an extra small. What I did is I looked it up on the different websites and listings that had measurements in them, and this compared with an extra small from somebody else's listing that had the size on it, so I did go ahead and list it as an extra small. Another bridesmaid's dress. This is Bill Levkoff, I think is how you pronounce it. It's a size 10. It is black. It has got like the small little keyhole on it. It's got an empire waist. Then it goes all the way down like your traditional bridesmaid's dress. This piece, I'm not sure about the $20 mark that I was hoping to get, but I did find it interesting, so I did go ahead and keep it to list it. It is Barbie core for sure, and I can't say for certain because, you know, not necessarily my culture, but I think this is a piece that you wear with a sari, like Indian culture, but it is also sheer. So I was a little bit confused by that. I did list it as a tank top, but then I also did mention it could be part of a sari as well. Later on, I will show you another piece that is similar to this that had the size, and it was 100% silk. It did seem to be about the same size. It's probably from the same person as well. I couldn't list this one as 100% silk because it didn't have a materials, but I did go ahead and list this one as a medium. I also did mention Barbie core as well with it. This is one that I'm keeping for myself, and I just like the J. Crew sweater. I listed it just because it's just really like a sleep shirt. It's Gap, and it says Nap on it. Probably if it does sell, it'll only get like a couple of dollars, but in the meantime, it's like that super soft sheer material that I just couldn't pass up. That's where I get most of my lounge clothes is, from these ThredUP rescue boxes. Like, I've gotten a couple of really cute lounge sets that I just keep for myself. I, for some reason, can bring myself to spend money on loungewear. I don't know, I want to spend it on like shoes or luxury wear, lounge wear. Some of these sets are like $50 or $60 that I'm looking at, and I just can't bring myself to buy them, so these ThredUP rescue boxes come in handy for things like that. Another piece that I am going to wear myself, but I also have listed, this is a Calvin Klein sheath dress. I did just get a new job. It was a promotion, I guess, technically, so I have to dress a little bit more professionally than I have traditionally been used to. So these Calvin Klein dresses, I have so many of these. When I first started teaching, I used to wear these dresses like every day, and then I slowly kind of slipped away. Especially I moved into administration. You would think I would dress better, but I am doing things now like breaking up fights, running around the school, things like that, and you can't do that in dresses and heels. So I actually oddly went backwards in my wear, but now I have to ramp back up. So this one is listed, but I will be wearing it. This piece is a J. Crew. It is 100% wool, just a crew neck sweater. I don't know how much I'm going to get for this one, but it was, you know, in my house already, so I went ahead and listed that one. This is a brand that I consistently see come through ThredUP rescue boxes, and it's done pretty well for me, so I went ahead and kept this one. This is Intermix. It is size P, which I recently learned is an extra small, which I didn't even realize a size P was a size before. This is sheer, can be worn like on a night out. You can dress it up on a night out, but you can also wear it maybe under a blazer or something as well. This piece is a good brand, but it is damaged. I did list it. If it wasn't damaged, I probably could have gotten pretty good money for it, but I'm hoping I get something for it. I don't usually list anything that is damaged. Like, everything that I list is either new or in excellent condition, so I don't normally take the chances on damage, but this brand seems to be pretty good. I've never heard of it before, but when I looked up comps, things were looking pretty good. It's Paper London. It is a houndstooth turtleneck. What that tie is it like you can tie it around like a scarf around the turtleneck. I don't know if I don't think I can show you without wearing it, but you can tie it like that. But the snag, let me find it. It's pretty bad. I did try to like put my hand under it in the listing and show like you can see my hand all the way through it. Let's see if I can do that now. It is, you see how that string is popping up there? It's snag. It's pretty bad there, right? It is like in the front of the shirt, so I don't know. I know somebody can fix that up, but I'm not the one, so I listed it. If I get anything for this, I don't know. It's better than it being in the garbage. It's hard to throw out designer brands. This one is Ted Baker, which Ted Baker is a pretty good brand. I like it. It's more of my style, but it's not my size, sadly. This one is black. It has a gold beading there, and then on the back it's button up as well. I think it's super cute. I think it's great to wear to a wedding or whatever. This piece is the one I mentioned before. It is 100% silk, and it does have the size tag on it. It says it's made in India, so this is why I am thinking that it's part of a sari, and the other piece as well, even though it is completely sheer. This just, you know, isn't in my wheelhouse to know a lot about, so maybe one of you, you know, it's part of your culture and you know some things about it. I did go to a couple of Indian weddings last year, and that was super cool to like learn about everything, but I don't know, with this being sheer, that's what I'm confused about. If it wasn't sheer and if it was all the way through, yes, I would automatically assume that it was, I don't even know what you call it, to be honest, like the tank top, but I don't know, it's cute. I kept it. This piece I have actually worn before. This one, if I'm being honest, I got at the TJ Maxx yellow tag sale, but this is just the pile of stuff that I recently listed, and this was, you know, something I had to list. This is Bagatelle. I don't know how to pronounce that. They are faux leather pants. Super, super cute. The story with these ones, though, I wore them to work, and out of nowhere I was getting like almost hot flashes. I could not function. I felt like I was going to pass out. Couldn't figure out what was wrong. I was overheating. Like literally my body was overheating. I went to take just a little bit of a break in the bathroom just to like regroup myself. And as soon as I took these off, I realized what it was. I didn't realize it was the pants beforehand. But when I took these off, I immediately had relief. It was like these pants were holding in all of the heat in my body and like literally overheating my body. So I am selling these, but hopefully the person who is going to buy them realizes that they hold in all of your body heat, or maybe they're not wearing them that long. I wore these at work. I work for like 10 or 12 hours a day, and by the end of the day, that's when that happened. If you're only wearing them for a couple of hours, maybe it's not that big of a deal. So that's the story with those ones. I will not be wearing those ones again. This next piece, now we're back to ThredUP Rescue Boxes. It was just that one piece that I snuck in here that was actually from the TJ Maxx yellow tag sale. This is Ella Moss. It is a high neck sweater. All kinds of multicolor, pink, blues, some white. Super cute. This is another piece that I'm keeping for myself for loungewear, but I threw in and listed just because I had it, so why not? If it sells, pretty cool. If it doesn't sell before I wear it too much, I will probably take it to Plato's Closet. What the brand is Gap. See, not that exciting. It is a romper, just like a loungy romper. If it does sell, probably only get a couple of dollars for it. I'm really trying to be intentional of not listing things that are only going to sell for a couple of dollars, except for pieces that I'm going to keep for myself, because I do have this habit of keeping things forever. So I'm kind of hoping like, hey, maybe I only wear it one time and then it'll sell, so then I won't be hoarding a whole bunch of clothes, because if I like the clothes, I want to keep them. It's a little bit of a problem here lately. I want to keep all the clothes. I did recently though get Rent the Runway. I was super into it when I was teaching. Like I said, I used to dress up a lot more when I was teaching. When I got into administration, I kind of fell off of it. I did recently get it back again. So for like my workwear, I'm not necessarily shopping for workwear anymore. I'm not necessarily shopping for myself at all. So when things like this come along, I keep them, and if they don't sell, I just keep them forever unless I send them to Plato's Closet, like I said. So it's a problem. This piece is APC is the brand. It is a like half button front shirt. It's hard to tell without it being on, but those are like little puff sleeves there. I really like it. It's a blue. I don't know. I always have a hard time. Is that blue or is that purple? Sometimes I can't tell if it's purple or if it just looks purple because it's next to the pink. I don't know. I listed it as blue and pink, but I can kind of see hints of purple in it as well. It's really hard to tell. This piece didn't have a size on it, but I went ahead and kept it because it is Lululemon. That's upside down, but of course Lululemon doesn't have the size on it. But same thing as I did before, I looked up other pieces and I kind of estimated based on somebody else's listing for this to be a size 8. So that is what I did list it as, and then of course I am going to put measurements. What my process for listing is is I just list the item as is without measurements right away. And then once I go to put these away in inventory, that's when I take measurements. Sometimes items sell before I even have to inventory them and I don't even have to put the measurements. Sometimes I put the measurements. Sometimes people ask me questions like about the color before I inventory, and as I'm inventorying it, I'm able to answer it. So I don't know, it kind of works out for me. Everyone has their own little system. This one is Sanctuary, which is an Anthropologie brand. It is a vest, like biker, kind of industrial, vintage looking vest. It does have some like fringe detailing. I just realized that it's probably supposed to have a belt. I did look up other listings online and nothing had a belt, but maybe it just has belt loops but no belt. I don't know. This one is J. Jill. I don't know why I thought it was J. Crew. I think I might have accidentally listed as J. Crew. I gotta go check this after this video, but it's J. Jill, size 2. It's a linen blend blazer. Denim looking, but it is 100% linen. I like it. This piece here is, I don't know how to pronounce this, Nevi, something like that. It is a wraparound cardigan. I really like it. It's got like a, I don't know, 70s vibe. I think it's cute. And this piece here is Velvet by Graham Spencer, which is sold at TJ Maxx, Nordstrom Rack, things like this. It is really wrinkly. I need to steam it out, but it's got some nice flutter sleeves. It does have the tag, and it did have red. I'm assuming it was probably from TJ Maxx. It was $99 originally. So hoping to get, you know, at least $20, something like that from that one. So that's everything that I got from a 50-pound ThredUP rescue box, which I thrifted. I don't know what you want to call that. I purchased. It is thrifting. It's just a different style of thrifting. If you are interested in seeing the rejects or what I'm going to bring to my coworker, what I'm going to take to Plato's Closet from this box, let me know. If you also want to see the raw unboxing rather than what I chose to list, let me know that as well. I do have 3 other boxes sitting in my closet, so I don't know. What would you rather see? Do you want to see the raw unboxing, or do you want to see the practicality of what I could actually list like I did in this box? In either case, I can't wait to see you in the next video.